Hey Donnie, Grant here with BLU Digital Solutions. Here's the video that I promised you. So first I'm going to go over the plumbing site, and then, obviously, if you like this, then I'd be more than happy to shoot you another one for the custom vehicles as well. I'm just going to go over a few things that I would do from just doing the research that I've already done on your competitors and kind of looking at your stuff, and kind of go over it and lay it out in detail for you. So hopefully you really understand it and you can see, where this could possibly take your company if you decided that you wanted to move forward with something like this. So starting out, one of the things I'm just kind of going to go over is content. Content's huge when it comes to Google. That's how they tell really what your website's about. And so the average that they want to see, that Google wants to see, is about 1,500 words on your page. And so the way they read it is left to right, up and down, and it's looking for keywords. There's certain keywords that have to be in there. Back in the day, you used to be able just to type, if you wanted to rank for plumber, Kennesaw, GA, you'd scatter that throughout your content and, Google would pick it up. But that's not the case anymore, especially with this new algorithm update that just came out about 5 or 6 weeks ago. So there's a certain way that your content has to be wrote in order for Google to actually see it and, you be credible in their eyes. So overall, the theme of the site looks good. You see, you do have a pretty good bit of content here, so not too bad. I'd definitely add more, and like I said, it kind of has to be strategically wrote. So that's the first thing I would change. And then after that, I would, for your services, you have commercial and residential, which these pages didn't look like they go anywhere, so obviously that's going to be something that we would work on. But then we'd also go through your services and look at different services that you offer, whether it be hot water heaters or anything else like that. And so, wait, just changed on me. Oh, there we go. Okay, you got a couple pictures. Cool. But we would target those based off of search volume. So, if we find search volume for, emergency plumbers, we would do a service for that. If we found anything for hot water replacement in Kennesaw, we'd do something for that. So, we would do this all based off of the research, and then we would target those services as well. We have the About Us that you already have, the contact page, so not much would change really with that. It would just be more of making a few more pages and then the content itself. So look at your competitors over here. Going off of Mr. Plumber here, mainly because I'll show you how I found them real fast. The main keyword in Kennesaw is plumber, Kennesaw, GA. And so when I come over here, let me go back real fast. You'll see that they are the #1 ranking company in the organic section. So not this section. We'll talk about that in a second. But organically, they're the #1. So I plugged them in. I see that the main keyword is plumber, Kennesaw, GA, and so that's why I used them. So we look at their site. Now, granted, this is a back page of theirs. It's not their main homepage because they're all throughout Atlanta. So this is just their Kennesaw page, which is garbage, honestly. So it'd be very easy to outdo them in the Kennesaw area. But now when we look at their main page, they have quite the large website. But you see their main page here. They really still don't have much content. They're easy to beat when it comes to a content standpoint. So nothing really special about them. But here's an example of what I was talking about: plumbing repair, drain cleaning, water heaters, sewer, stuff like that. So we would niche down each category so that way you can get found for any of those. But now let's go look at the metrics and stuff behind the scenes. So this is a third-party tool here. But as you see here, this is your website. So what you want to look at is the UR, that's the URL rating. So it's more of the credibility in Google's eyes. It's a scale from 0 to 100. 0 being the lowest, 100 being the highest. You're at a 28, which is actually pretty good on that standpoint. Then you have the DR, which is a domain rating. This is your power. This is what's going to push your keywords to the top of Google by getting this number up. It's the same scale, 0 to 100. You see you're at a 1.2. The way that you actually get this to grow is by adding something called backlinks. And so pretty much to make this easy to understand, a backlink is nothing more than getting your website right here onto another website that's in the same field and has a lot of power and credibility in Google. Because the way it looks is, if I got your website, we'll just say on Mr. Plumber's website here, they put something down here that links back to your website. Well, now anything that they have power-wise and credibility-wise is going to trickle down to you, and it's going to start growing that number. And so that's how you get backlinks and grow that number and start pushing your keywords to the top. So let's look at your keywords that you're actually ranking for right now when it comes to organic ranking. So you have plumber, Kennesaw, GA, which you see here. There's about 200 people a month, every single month, that search that term. And you're ranked right now, you're on the 4th page, number 33, and you're getting 0.03 traffic. So you're not getting any traffic from it. So it's actually doing you no good. And you can kind of go through and look at this to kind of see where you rank. So even for your own name, you're ranking on the 2nd page. So your website is actually more of a business card than anything. It's not being found at all. So it's really not doing you that doing you that well. But let's go through and look. I mean, you already rank for, when I say rank, you're registering in Google for all these different keywords, which is good. So looks like you covered probably most of them. I'll have to go in and do some more deeper research to find if there's any other keywords that we're missing. But as you see here, like I said, this is a lot of search volume right here that you're missing out on, mainly because you're not at the top of the 1st page. So let's go look at, remember these numbers too, so we can compare them. 28, 1.2, 533.50. So now we go look at them. They're huge. But I am doing this off their main page. So their back page is actually easily beatable for Kennesaw. So I'm going to show you this one first, though. You see they're getting 16,000 people a month to their website. And the traffic value on that, if he were paying for ads to get this amount of traffic to his website, it would cost him $114,000 a year. So he's doing pretty well. But I want to show you something in here, and that's why I did the main homepage here, is because if you're looking at expanding and you are wanting to expand in all the different suburbs in Atlanta and stuff like that, you can see where he's getting most of his traffic from. Obviously his name. But you see these blogs. Blogs are very important because it drives traffic. And so as you see, the way he's doing it right now is he's answering the public's question, why is my toilet constantly running? And he's ranking really well for it. In the 5th position, he's getting 400 people a month to his site. So most of these people are local people that are looking into this. So a lot of these may convert into sales. But you look at Atlanta plumber, 450 people search it a month. He's getting 300 people a month just out of Atlanta off that one key word. And then we keep going down. You see Alpharetta, another 250. He's getting 100 people. Douglasville. I mean, the sky's the limit, especially down there in the Atlanta area with all the different suburbs and stuff. So if you're wanting to grow, like I said, there's a lot of opportunities out there. Gonna look to see. So anyways, that's that piece. Now, when we jump into this area here, this is, obviously you see how much traffic you're getting from all those numbers you just seen is coming from the organic traffic, meaning people coming down here and clicking this. It's not including what people are doing on this. So this is the bread and butter right here. If you can get the top 3 spots, you're going to make some money. So there's several different ways to get your business up here. One of the biggest ones is, first off, making sure your GMB or the Google My Business listing here is filled out completely. If there's something to fill out, it needs to be filled out. Pictures need to be added. You need to be making posts on it. Citations is going to be one of the biggest things to help get this up towards the top. And citations are nothing more than directories. So there's a ton of directories out there. But getting your name, address, and phone number put into those directories, it makes a big difference. And when you do that, you have to make sure that when I say the name, address, and phone number, it has to be letter for letter, word for word. So when you go put these into the directories, in this case here, they have a period after company and a period after Inc. If they leave these periods out on those directories, Google's not going to put 2 and 2 together that this is the same company, and they're not going to get any credit for that directory. So it's very important that you do it, like I said, word for word, letter for letter, and get those names, address, and phone numbers in these directories. Usually when I take on a client, we usually drop them into at least 300 directories. And so that helps a lot. And now, mind you, these are all based off of proximity. So, if you have this, or in this case, this one here, it's at that address, most of the time you're only going to get about a mile or 2 proximity out of this. Anything outside of that, it's not doing you any good. So what we like to do for our clients is we create, depending on the area and how big you want to cover, if it was just the Kennesaw area, we may build 4 of these. So that way you cover the entire city and you're getting everybody. And, this one's going to be hard to beat. The 2,800 reviews, by the way, that's obviously another factor is reviews. And that one, 2,800 reviews, that's a lot. He's pretty good at getting those. So that's another thing I would recommend you start doing, though. Anytime you service somebody, go grab, there's a link if you log into your console on this, there's a link in there that you can share. Start trying to get people to fill out these reviews because they do mean a lot and people focus on them. Because right now, what most people do, I think it's like 85%. They type in, most people come in here, They type in whatever the service they're looking for. They come down here and they look for who has the most and best reviews, and usually they're doing it from their mobile as well. So it's usually a call button right here, and they call. Now hopefully, maybe they won't answer or something like that, and then they start moving down the line. And so that would be one of the big things we'd focus on as well, is reputation management and actually building these reviews so we can actually compete with these people. Now, last thing I wanted to show you is what your Google My Business listing is currently doing for you and kind of where it's ranked. So I'm going to pull this up. As you see, here's Marietta, so, Kennesaw's buried under there somewhere. So now you can kind of see what it looks like, but now I'll go in and show you. So this is telling you whatever number is on here, that's telling you where your Google My Business listing is ranked. So where your address is and where it's assigned, you're the number one person there. So if somebody, next door obviously were to look for a plumber in Kennesaw, Georgia next door to you, you're going to pop up number one. But when you start going out, which this is only a 4-mile radius, so it's not even that far, you're at the lowest, the best ranking you have is the number 10 spot. So you're losing out on a ton of business because of this. This is, like I said, the bread and butter. So one of the things I wanted to show you is one of my clients that we just did recently when it comes to this heat maps. As you can see, this is in Houston. You look at the dates, that's December 16th is when this screenshot was taken, and this one is January 18th. So 30-day difference. And you can see, if you look at the rankings right here for this Google My Business listing, you can see we're number one in a few places. You got, some 6s, some 8s. You got these X's. I'm not even in that area. I'm not even popping up. So within 30 days, you look over here on the right, and now you can see, what we're doing. We're moving up pretty quick. And like I said, this is only 30 days. So, we got a lot of number one positions, 2s, 3s, 4s, and it's only going to get better over time. It's just going to keep getting better and better. But within 30 days, just by doing this right here alone, our call volume picked up 50%. And so that's a big difference. And, kind of going off of telling you I'd create more than one Google My Business listing. So in this case with Houston, I have one right here. I have one over here. I have one down here and one down here. So that way I know for a fact I'm covering all of Houston if anybody needs this mobile mechanic right here. So that's a few of the things that I would do. Like I said, I'd love to talk to you if this is something, that you want to look into and possibly move forward with. I'm sure we can come up with something to make it work for the two of us. So feel free to give me a call. And once again, my name is Grant, and my phone number is 706-233-3557.